She did it again, a beautiful vault.
Leah Homa has been so consistent for the Bruins this year.
The only thing I can say that's critical about this vault, she has a slight leg separation and bend on the pre-flight. But other than that, pretty good.
And a good score, a 9 point. This year's uneven bars champion up now for Georgia.
Giant reverse grip. Right into her release move. It's Tkachev. She does a full twisting double back dismount. Usually lands it very well.
Jenny Beathard started the competition falling off the beam, but she's got to feel good about the way she's bounced back at this competition.
We see a lot of the gymnasts do a tuck double, but she adds a full twist on the first flip.
And Jenny Beathard scores a 9.950 on the bars. Her teammates with her every step of the way here. There's Andrea McDonald. She scored a 9.625 on the beam for Michigan. Julianne, tell us about her trouble on the beam.
Well, she had a very significant bobble. Cost a few tenths of a point on really a fairly simple move, a back handspring.
And they'll have to count that score because of an earlier fall. So Heather Kabnick now will try to pick it up for the Wolverines.
And this is an event that you really don't want to have to be picking up the momentum. It's much easier if everybody has a steady performance, but it doesn't always work that way. Back handspring layout, very difficult, very well done. Just a tiny bobble on her full turn.
Maybe somebody should measure that beam. Make sure it is 4 inches wide.
Switch leap, right into a gainer layout. Just another tiny bobble. Unfortunately, those little bobbles add up. But she so far is really handling the pressure. Setting up for her dismount. Tuck double back dismount. A little short on the landing, but an incredibly hard dismount.
Kabnick, the All-American from Coral Springs, Florida, perhaps breathing a sigh of relief. Over to the floor now, and Elizabeth Reed. And what a meet she is having so far.
Front with a full twist, right into a front with a half twist called a granny.
With Michigan having its trouble on the beam, that has opened the door for Arizona State and UCLA.
This is another gymnast that moves very elegantly. Nice double twist.
Watching Elizabeth Reed compete, it's kind of hard to believe she's just 18 years old. Still a kid at heart, though. She collects stuffed animals and keychains.
Another great performance so far. Here's that last tumbling run. A Rudy, a front with a 1.5 twist.
Well, it has really been fun to watch this freshman compete. Arizona State struggled on the floor the Pac-10 championships, finished a disappointing 6th. They have got to be excited about the way they've performed here. Michigan losing steam in this rotation. Heather Kabnick with a 9.70 on the beam. Arizona State not letting up, a 9.90 for Reed, her third 9.9 of the day. And it's been a great day for Leah Brown, the Georgia senior, in her last NCAA competition.
And this is normally a very strong event for Leah. It's a giant 4.5 twist right into a Jaeger flip. She performs hers in a straddle position. Sets up for a Tkachev. Good height.
Since Georgia's disaster in the first rotation on beam, they have performed remarkably well. An emotional moment for Leah Brown as she caps off her collegiate career with an outstanding bars routine.
Here's that 1.5 twist. She does a front flip in a straddle position. She drops down onto the bar the way it should be done.
And a well-deserved 9.975 for Brown. A great rotation for Georgia, but they couldn't overcome that early deficit. Arizona State in the lead, and now UCLA and Michigan have one more chance to catch the Sun Devils. Michelle Tafoya is standing by with ASU coach John Spini.
Well, you have a young team that is performing like veterans. They've been so composed. Elizabeth Reed, a freshman, 3.99s. How have you kept them so together?
You know, I kind of just stay out of their way. They're pretty motivated. Those kids really wanted to be here, and I think they have a good chemistry, and I think that's what we're doing right now. They really like the team aspect of gymnastics. These young kids came in, and they wanted to compete for their team, and that's where we're at.
Right now, you're standing in first with Michigan and UCLA tied behind you. You have to sit here and watch for the results. How excruciating will this be?
Well, we're done. I'm kind of okay with that. I just want to see where we end up. We did the best we could do, and it's a great championship. First, second, third, wherever we end up, I'm going to be happy. My team did everything they could.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you.
Georgia, meantime, after messing up big early, couldn't have performed much better. After beam, they were nearly flawless. A difficult, emotional moment for Suzanne Yocklin as she consoles her team. There will be no national championship this year, but what a courageous effort by this group as they fought their way back into this competition.
I just think it's just not our day, and I don't think you should make a big thing out of it. You should feel really good about yourself. Some things we just don't control. All the work we put in and the effort we put in the entire season, how hard you guys work together, that's what really counts. That's what you do. Okay?
The current leader after 5 rotations, Arizona State, with a bye in the last round, forced to sit and watch. It is out of their hands now. UCLA knows what it has to do. The Bruins will be on the uneven bars. Florida closes the meet out on vault, Nebraska on beam, and Michigan is on the floor. Bev Plotke trying to rally her troops despite losing their earlier lead. The Wolverines are tied with UCLA. They will battle it out to catch Arizona State. On the bars now for UCLA, Deborah Mink.
And I would say UCLA is in a very comfortable position. This is one of their best events. They'll just need to hit. There's a big release move called a ganger. Setting up for her dismount. A very difficult laid out double back. What a landing.
Now to catch Arizona State, UCLA and Michigan must average a 9.845.